Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. First and foremost, happy new year to everybody out there. I hope that we can all make 2017 one of the most memorable years of our lives. I've been off work for about a week and a half now, and not gonna lie, I've been watching far more YouTube than I care to admit. And I've noticed that everybody, especially in the last week, has been posting their best of beauty videos. So I thought, you know what? Let me share with you some of the products that I absolutely loved this year. Everything that I am going to be talking about today is something that I keep top of shelf. This is stuff that I reach for on a regular basis. Alright, so I wrote down all of my favorites here. I didn't include any skincare items, so if you do want to see a best of skincare video, let me know in the comment section below. For the best of foundation, I had to go with my good old faithful, my Diorskin Forever Foundation. This has SPF 25. I think this is one of the older bottles. The new one has SPF 35 in it, but this foundation is so incredible. I love it. This does have a built-in primer, so it does help fill in all of your pores, and it always leaves your skin looking so flawless. I am obsessed with this foundation. It's what I wear almost every single day. I think I've gone through about 2 or 3 bottles of this past year. The other foundation I want to talk about that I use when I don't use my Dior Forever Skin is this bad boy right here. This is the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream. I am obsessed with this as well. I have mine in the shade 520 Light, and I did a product review on this, and I am telling you, this is the only BB cream out there that gives you medium to full coverage, and it keeps you matte. Like the box, the tube actually says what it really does, and I am so happy I found this product. It is beautiful. If you need a matte BB cream or a foundation, this is something I would highly recommend. It's about $5 or $6 at the drugstore. The best powder out there, in my opinion, is the Guerlain Parure Gold. I have gone through one of these already. This is my second one, and I love how this glides onto your skin. It also smooths everything out, and it firms your skin as well. You can also wear this on its own because it is a powder foundation, or you can use it to set your foundation while it's already on your skin. Plus, oh, this smells so good. All Guerlain products have a bit of a floral fragrance to them. Not everybody likes it, but I love it. It goes away very quickly. It doesn't linger, but it is beautiful. This is my favorite powder. But I also really like the Rimmel Stay Matte powder as well. I have the shade Buff Beige, and this is beautiful for touch-ups throughout the day. So I don't actually use this to set my face, but I do use it throughout the day when I am touching up my makeup. I'll just powder my nose a little bit, get the T-zone back under control, but this powder is definitely something else that I would highly invest in. For bronzer, there is no doubt in my mind that I use a lot of bronzer because I always like to warm my skin up, but nothing has compared to the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I am so in love with this bronzer here, mostly because it smells like the beach, really. It just takes me back to a nice tropical climate with my ass firmly planted in the sand, just putting this all over my face. One of the hardest categories for me to narrow down to one item was blush, because I do use so many blushes and I have a lot that are in rotation right now. I rarely hit pan on any of them, but I couldn't just get one item. I'm so sorry. I ended up picking 3, and these are the 3 that I think I've used the most this year. These are the ones that always sit at the top of my shelf. I always grab for them early in the morning when I am getting ready to go to work. And the first one is the Milani Luminoso. I really like this blush. After Nikki Tutorials raved about it, I became obsessed. I ran out, I got it. It's just this beautiful sort of peachy undertone. It is gorgeous. It is so light on the skin. It just gives you a really nice pop of color. Makes you look awake, makes you look alive. And the other two blushes are from Marc Jacobs. They are the Air Blush Glow. I do love Kink and Kisses. This one here I use all the time. It has a beautiful light pink tone to it. I love putting it on my face for a little bit of color. It just makes me look like I'm flushed. It's so natural and gorgeous. And the other one that I am obsessed with is Flush and Fantasy. This is the one that's a little more bronze, a little more neutral toned. I love this just as much. It is beautiful on the skin, especially if you want to stay a little more neutral, if you've done a really bold eye look and you want to keep the attention on your eyes. This is the perfect blush to use. The next product I want to talk about is loose powder. Now, I do have two favorites that I am in love with. I use all the time. The first, of course, is the RCMA translucent setting powder. So this doesn't have any color to it. It looks like a bit of a salt shaker. This stuff here bakes your face like nothing else. There's no flashback at all. It fills in all of your pores, just gives you this beautiful, smooth canvas. I love this stuff. And it's $12 for this whole jar. It is such a steal. The other loose powder that I am in love with is from Cinema Secrets. This is in the shade Beige. It's the Ultra Lucent Setting Powder. Yes, that is what it's called. It looks like this. I am wearing it on my face today. It just sets your makeup so beautifully. I find this actually fills in my pores a lot more nicely than the RCMA powder does. I have to work with that, like press it in a little bit more than I do with this. This just melts into your skin. And I am so thankful they came out with these loose powders. I am a diehard fan. I feel like highlighters were all the rage in 2016. I don't know if that trend is going to continue for 2017, although I have a feeling that it will. I had to pick my favorite highlighter, and this was also really hard for me to do, especially to narrow down to just one. So I narrowed it down to two. I do have a very expensive one and a very affordable one. This video would not be complete if I didn't give a shout out to Becca and Jaclyn Hill's Champagne Pop. This is a staple in my collection. Anytime I highlight my face, I always use this. I have it on my face right now. I am so in love with how this looks. It's just got such a beautiful, see, I'm even applying it with my finger, a beautiful sort of peachy gold sheen. It gives you the right pop of highlight. It is so flattering on so many different skin tones, and the formula is to die for. This is definitely at the top of my list for highlighters. The second highlighter that I have been loving is from LA Girl. It is the Strobe Light highlighters, or strobing powders, I guess. This one is in the shade 110 Watt, and I love using this, especially when I want a more natural looking highlight. Okay, I have two more face products to talk about. The first one is the best primer, at least for me. It is the Becca Ever Matte and Poreless Primer. I love using this under my foundation. Gives me a really great base to work with. It is just stunning. For concealer, I do have two that I absolutely love, and they have never failed me. They are both from Maybelline. I have the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, which is just so creamy and beautiful. It really brightens up your face, and it does a great job covering up any blemishes that you have on your face. And I also have the Age Rewind from Maybelline, which I love just as much. I like it because it also has skincare elements into it, so I feel like it does ease the wrinkles under my eyes just a little bit. So these two, hands down for me, best concealers. Let's talk about brows. I am not fantastic at painting on my brows. I do like the Anastasia Brow Definer. I think that's a great product, but the one item that I reach for every single day, it never fails, this is my guide to foolproof brows, is my brow extender. I get this from Carol Baker. It is the best product for your brows, especially when you don't have a lot of time to get ready, when it may take you a long time to do your brows, because seriously, if I'm going to sit there with a brow definer, it takes me at least 15 minutes to paint on my brows. Whereas this, it just has little fibers. You use a doe foot applicator, quickly swipe it across your brows, blend it out with a spoolie, and you are good to go. I have a love-hate relationship with wing liners. I love having a nice killer wing, but I don't always think that it looks fantastic on me, or maybe I just can't get my wings right. It's harder for me to do. It's not an easy thing. So normally I just outline my eyes, but the one tool that I have been using for the last year that I am so obsessed with and cannot get enough of, and I've literally been using it for an entire year. It has not dried out, nothing. It is my Tom Ford dual-ended liner. This has two tips. There is a small pointed tip, and then you have a much larger tip over here. Both are made of felt, and they make lining your eyes so easy. This right here is the only thing that will allow me to get beautiful wing liner. And it still takes me a long time to do, but this makes my life infinitely easier than any other eyeliner that I have. For mascara, my favorite mascara, hands down, no question. I didn't even have to look through my drawer to figure out which one I was going to use. It is this right here, the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I love how this looks on my lashes. It just lengthens, it thickens them up, adds beautiful volume. I don't really need to wear falsies, especially when I'm using this mascara here. It is just beautiful. It is super black. It makes your lashes just look rich. For eyeshadow, I had a really hard time with this one too. This was really difficult for me because I play around with so many different eyeshadows, formulas, palettes, brands, you name it, I've used it. And it took me a while to figure this out. And I thought I would do one sort of high-end eyeshadow that I love and one drugstore eyeshadow that I love. And I came up with this, my Essence palettes. I love these eyeshadows. They are about $5 for a palette, and you get such incredible value. These eyeshadows here are so crazy pigmented, smooth, blendable, just beautiful to use, and they look stunning on the eyes. The formula is nice and creamy, and the colors are all so complimentary. Anybody can use these and you will look like a rock star. And for my high-end shadow, I had to go with my Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette. It hasn't been that long since I've had this palette. I think I picked this up in the summertime, but I am so obsessed with it. I have been using this non-stop. And for my high-end shadow, I had to go with my Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette. It hasn't been that long since I've had this palette. I think I picked this up in the summertime, but I am so obsessed with it. I have been using this non-stop. This palette contains every single eyeshadow color that I gravitate towards. There is nothing in here that I would not wear. All of them are just so beautiful. There is such a great combination of matte colors and shimmer colors, and they're all just so stunning. They have a beautiful creamy formula, and they just look gorgeous on the eyes. And there's just a little shot for pigmentation. Like, you can see these colors pop. The last items that I am going to be talking about right now are lip products. So the first product I want to talk about is lip gloss, and I had to give it to Marc Jacobs. This is in the shade Enamored. It is a beautiful pinky peach toned lip gloss, and I love how this looks. I actually really enjoy wearing this on its own when I don't have any lip color on. I think it gives you such a beautiful pop of color. It makes your lips look wet. It's not sticky. It doesn't feel gross. It actually has a nice like minty flavor to it. It also smells like mint. It is just so delightful. Can't recommend that enough. I reach for this so often. For lipsticks, and lipsticks that come in a tube in particular, because I have put liquid lipsticks in their own category, I have to give it to Bite Beauty. I have more than this in the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche formula in particular, but these right here are my ride or dies for lip products. I love that they are made with essential oils. They leave your lips so hydrated and moisturized, but they are so crazy pigmented. So this one here is in the shade Movember. And you can see it's just so stunning, the color. It looks beautiful, it lasts forever. When this lipstick does start to fade, it leaves behind a beautiful stain, so it doesn't look all patchy and gross. There's another color there. This is in the shade Mistletoe. This came out for Christmas. Just stunning, stunning lipsticks. I reach for these all the time. I don't know what I would do without them. And on to liquid lipsticks. So these were also very hard for me to narrow down because there are a lot of formulas out there. A lot of different brands have come out with liquid lips this past year, and I've played around with a lot of them, and I've got to say, I couldn't narrow down to one either. I have 3 brands that I absolutely love. The first is Jouer. I feel really guilty adding this in this video because I just picked these up this past month, but I am loving the formula, so I thought I would sneak those in there. The liquid lipsticks that I have been loving this past year are from Jeffree Star. I am obsessed with these beautiful, beautiful velour liquid lipsticks. They are crazy pigmented. They have a beautiful applicator that just hugs your lips the right way. It applies an even amount of color. They smell great and they wear forever. The best part is it doesn't feel like you have anything on your lips. They are so easy to wear. The other liquid lipstick that I love comes from ColourPop. I just had to bring out the whole acrylic case, but they are all right here. I love how pigmented they are, how beautifully they glide on your lips. They are so easy to work with. I love the satin finish. I don't like any of the ultra matte lipsticks. I feel like they are so drying. They turn my lips into prunes so quickly and it looks so gross. But the satin finish is stunning. I am wearing Echo Park today and it is just so beautiful. Like, these colors are delightful. You can see on the back of my hand here how gorgeous these colors are, how beautiful they apply, and they have really good longevity. The best part is the ColourPop lipsticks are super cheap. I think they're $5 or $6 per tube, and that is pretty darn good. So if you're a girl on a budget and you need to find a really great liquid lipstick, then I highly recommend turning to ColourPop. For us Canadians, and I'm sure anyone who is living outside of the US, we do have to pay import fees and we also have to pay in US dollars, so that might hike up the price just a little bit, but honestly, they are so worth it. And that completes my best of beauty for 2016. I hope you found this entertaining and mildly helpful. It was pretty fun for me to actually do a bit of a rewind and go back through all of my products and talk about everything that I use on a regular basis and stuff that I am so in love with. Once again, Happy New Year to you all. I hope 2017 is absolutely remarkable for all of you. I want you to do me a quick favor. If you aren't subscribed already, make sure you click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I do post pretty frequently. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know what some of your favorite beauty products were from 2016. I would love to hear from you. You can also connect with me on my social media. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. All of the pertinent links will be in the description box below. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you are all having an amazing day no matter where you are in the world. Stay beautiful, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.